What's pumping, y'all? Y'all know we back with the interviews. So if you guys want an interview, all you gotta do, and we got you. Let's go. Today we gonna be interviewing my boy 2A bLaK. Dang, what you sipping the coffee?
No, man, cut it out. I'm trying to get me a little setup together, man. I wasn't really set up for an interview, so I'm trying to make it look somewhat presentable.
Well, look, this right here is the best information that I'm gonna give you today, brother. If you want to shoot some content on your phone, sit facing the other direction so the light from outside shines on your face. You feel me?
See, this is what I need you for right here, man. This life advice. That's why we're doing this. See?
Feel me? Like, just get like a little chair. You feel me? Sit in the chair and face the window. Now you got the sunlight shining on the complexion. You feel me? Got the glow on and shit.
Cut it out, man. How you living though?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you today, sir? Go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewers.
It's good world. I go by the name of 28 bLaK, or the number rather. I guess it's not quite a name, but I also go by 28 Mr. bLaK. Just depends on how I'm feeling that day.
How did you get the name 28 bLaK?
So my birthday is actually March 28th. 28 has always been kind of like my lucky number.
Okay.
I came up with the name because I went to the casino for the first time, and I remember the first game I played was roulette. And on the roulette table, they have 28 bLaK. That's what this tattoo is. It's the roulette spot on the roulette table, 28 bLaK. Nobody knows what that is, but little fun fact. Roulette.
Okay, well, that's dope because I always wondered. I thought maybe it had something to do with 28 grams in the OZ. But
I mean, I kind of play with the words with all that. 28 is a cool number in general, so you know how that go.
oh yeah, I used to live and die by the 28, baby.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
But that's dope, though, to hear the story behind the name and get a little bit of insight on where it comes from. Go ahead and let everybody know where you from and how long you've been making music.
Well, I kind of say I'm from two places. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, in the Baltimore area, up until I was about 14, and then I moved to Atlanta. So I spent basically half my life up north, half in the south. So just depending on how the day goes, I might sound like I'm from Atlanta. I might sound like I'm from Baltimore. It's just a little bit of both. But
that's dope.
I started doing music in 2015. My pop died in 2014, 2 days before my birthday. That's another reason that whole 28 thing is like a thing.
Yeah.
My pop died 2 days before my birthday, which is the 28th. So I always used to play around with rap, freestyle a little bit with my homies, but never took it serious. And then when my pop died and my grandmother died 2 weeks before him, it's just a lot going on, so I didn't have anywhere to put it. So I started writing. And a boy of mine, my boy Beezy, he's on the song Go Time. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but he suggested I go to the studio one day, and I went. Been rapping ever since, man. So I started just playing around with it, and they were like, "Nah, bro, it's kind of dope. Keep going." And here we go.
So basically, after that day, it was a wrap.
2-8 became a thing.
Let's go. Nah, that's
Yeah.
dope, man. That's dope. Music is definitely a great outlet, even therapeutic.
For sure.
A lot of people will tell you like to journal or write down your feelings. Like that's what they'll tell you when you go to actual therapy and things like that. And music is essentially that, like really journaling about what's going on in our life, writing down our feelings, and conveying it onto a medium. So it's like really, I feel like writing and recording music is really like the best form of therapy.
You know the crazy thing? Like I really was depressed. Like I don't know if anybody's ever gone through depression, but like I was really sad, depressed. My grandmother died, and 2 weeks later my pop died. And these are two of the most important people I've ever had in my life, man. So I was real deal depressed. Like I don't know how much I can say on here, but I've been suicidal at times. Like I didn't want to be here no more, man.
Yeah.
Felt like nobody cared. And the one thing about music, it's always consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You press play on a song, it's the same song every single time. The same feeling you got that first time, you get it every time. So it's like, yo, you could separate. That's why I always have headphones on. I don't know if you ever noticed in my videos or anything, but I always have headphones on. The bullshit blockers, man. Just put them on and do your thing. Just drown the world out. Music is consistent.
Musically, who are some of your biggest inspirations?
I might have to say Wayne, Lil Wayne for sure. I remember the first CD I ever bought as a kid with curse words on it was Lil Wayne, The Block Is Hot. I wasn't supposed to have it because it had curse words on it, but I bought that, and then Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life, like a couple weeks later. It was around that same time. Both were curse words. So Jay-Z, Wayne, T.I. Let's see. I'm big on, who do I listen? Triple X, XXX Tentacion. Big fan of him. I'm random. I like Green Day. I like All American Rejects. Gym Class Heroes. Yo, the drummer from Gym Class Heroes just followed me on IG. Salute, big dog. But I'm a Gym Class Heroes for I'm random, man. So it's like I listen to a little bit of everything. I've been on my reggae kick lately. I'm a music nerd, man. That's all. I'm a little business.
Question was going to be like, do you listen to other genres besides hip hop? So that's dope to see you mix it up and be able to gain inspiration from.
I actually don't. The crazy thing is, I don't listen to rap much, like because I rap.
Right.
So it's like I don't ever want to sound like I was influenced by anything and say the same word. Like, 'cause subconsciously we always do that. Like we all hear a word or phrase and we use it again. If I don't listen to rap, I'm typically not gonna listen or repeat any of that stuff subconsciously. So it's like I listen to a lot of R&B, like I said, reggae, just more so for the vibe and playing with different sounds. Like I'm real big on beats and instruments. Like it's pretty cool, but I don't really listen to rap. I taught myself how to play the guitar, like somewhat, and it was hurting my fingers, man. You got to really get used to doing that shit, man. But I did learn how to play like Jingle Bells or something. Like I taught myself. It wasn't that impressive, but I did it. I want to learn the piano, man, but I've really got to take some time to sit down and learn the piano. I find that interesting.
That is what causes most people to quit playing the guitar.
Calluses, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fingers get all blistered up and stuff.
You got to really want to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would definitely.
That's why I got you, man. We kind of rock on a different level. Salute to the Crockpot Cartel. Yo, you got one of the best platforms I've seen. Like you're really interactive. Like there's so many people I've met through you. Like 2Cup, he sent me a song, man. I got a verse I got to do for. Like, yo, your platform is so dope, bro. It's like a real family. Like, and it's appreciated.
Thank you, sir.
Like every time you show me love, people know me now. I come in and they be like, yo, 28 bLaK. I'm like, yo, it's all because we're in this little community now, bro. Like nothing like it. I appreciate you doing what you do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We gonna keep on keeping on with it too.
We got you.
I got plenty of good things in store for the Crockpot Cartel community and everybody that been rocking with us.
Heck, man. It's for real.
Thing. It's a beautiful thing. So besides that song that you got with 2Cup that you about to drop on, what other projects are you working on or got in the mix, or what's the vision for 2024? What's the goals?
Man, so I have a project I want to put together, but I don't know if this is true, or maybe you can help me with this. Somebody said if you put out an actual album on your own, it counts as your first official album as far as sales. I don't know if that's true or not. So I keep doing little EPs because they don't count as an album. So I keep breaking basically an album down into 2 songs, 3 songs here and there. And I'm like, I want to put together a full project, but I don't want to screw myself later. Like if somebody's interested in, doing some business, they're like, oh, your first album only sold whatever. Me just indie by myself. So I'm like, is that a real thing, or should I just go ahead and put the project together?
I mean, it is a real thing for sure. Like, I'm sure that they will look at your first album sales and, base whatever type of deal that they give you off of that, so like, yeah, that could be true. And also I would say if you do want to put out an album, I would probably drop it as singles instead of just dropping the whole album, because it's like when you're building up the hype for your album and then you drop the album and it's like you drop this whole body of work that you only get to promote, that one time.
Yo, listen, I swear, listen, bro. This is why we're on the same page. You heard a lot of my music, man. So Go Time, the EP Go Time is 3 songs. that was the album I was making. That was the first 3 songs on the album.
Yeah.
And I got those 3 done, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just drop these 3 as is and see how it goes. Cause it's like I don't want to put together 12, 15 songs. 15 is kind of crazy nowadays. More like 10. I was like, people aren't gonna listen to it at once. So if it's like, okay, I'll give them 3 now, and then the next month I drop Why Not, another EP. Then the next month I put out Don't Overthink It. And it's like doing it in increments is actually working really, really well.
You got to understand, like, it's hard to get people just to listen to one song from somebody they don't know. So expecting them to listen to 10 of your songs, it's not going to happen. So it's like,
right.
You may have recorded a 10-song project that is your album, but you release them one at a time. So it's like, now it's get people to listen to one song at a time. And then, like, when it's time to drop the 10th song, you drop the album. With some exclusive content, some acoustic versions, or some you know, like extended versions. Because like I always preach to people, especially when they send in a song that's like 4 minutes, I'm like, create a single version. Create a single that's 2 minutes and 30, and drop the single versions. And then when you drop the album with the last song, you'll have all the extended versions. So instead of having 10 songs, you got 10 songs, and then 5 are extended versions of 5 of them songs. So it's like you giving bonus content, like you giving your fans incentive to buy the album. But at
bro. That song, that little Don't Overthink It project I just did most recently, Recluse and FOF, they're both like one verse and a hook. And I was like, I'm going to drop it like this for that reason, like either for some radio play or whatever the case, they're not, or a club, they're not going to play the whole song, but I'm like, I'm going to drop it as is. If it gets traction, I can make it a feature. I could add another verse. It's like, but
remix, you know?
Anything, but it's like I've got the ability to do so because I only put out this part, and if people like the song as it is. Later on, if I drop it as something else, it's like, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and you know, everybody will have like a different opinion on how you should do stuff, or like how you should release your music. But you know, I feel like just do whatever's comfortable for you, do whatever works for you, and you know, try to take a little bit of insight from different people and hear different people's side of things, there's perspective, and be like, all right, yeah, maybe I'll do this, or maybe you know, it's like I don't have all the right answers, because if I did, then I would be a successful, you know, musician or artist. I would be getting the bag off of my personal music, but that hasn't happened yet. So really, I just kind of go off of what I see in the industry, or like what I've read, and just what makes sense to me, you know?
I mean, the biggest thing is just trying to stay motivated to do the music thing, man. It's like, I quit for a couple of years just because the music, the whole industry, the business, all of it is very, very burdensome.
It's rough.
So it's like I got to the point where I didn't love it anymore. So I just said, forget it altogether. I kind of wish I didn't now in retrospect, but it's like I erased everything, all my stuff off YouTube, all that. And I'm like, I remember I had all these views and different things, and like all these networks I made, and I just erased everything on some impulsive, crazy shit. And it's like, to rebuild that is very, very, it's hard to do. But it's like a lot of people remember me, and it's like they're connecting the dots from before. So it's like I got to be consistent enough to keep these people that I already cut off once. Like I got to, what motivation do they have to stick around and listen this time? Like all he's gonna do is erase it again, you know. So it's like I gotta really be committed and show the fact that I care now. Like it's like, yo, I'm in this. It's not just for y'all, it's for me, because it is therapy. It just so happens other people feel like it's therapy as well. It's selfish of me to take that away from them. I have real fans that really care about what I'm saying. I can't take that from them. That's not fair.
And it's selfish of you to not share your story. You know, that's why I make music, because it would be selfish of me to not try to use my story to help other people. Even though I only get 200 streams, but maybe like 4 of them people heard the song and it helped them. Like if my story can just help a couple people, like I would be selfish to not use like my God-given talent and ability to share my story on music and post it online. Like I would be extremely selfish to not do it. So like I don't get tied up with the outcome and the views. I used to, but now it's like I don't even care. Like I make music because I love it. It's fun. And I drop it, and if somebody likes it and listens to it, that's what's up. If nobody likes it and listens to it, I'm still gonna do it, because not only am I sharing my story, but I'm working on my skill set. Like every time I shoot, edit, and post a video, like that's that's content creation and digital marketing skills that I'm sharpening, and I can use
Exactly.
in other lanes besides music, you know? So it's like
You're a real glass half full type of guy, man. And I like that about you. Like I don't think I've ever heard you say one negative thing ever in every live stream on Crockpot Cartel, anything. You're even like not necessarily negative feedback on people's music, but just like when you give constructive criticism, it never comes off as negative. Like
right.
that's a very, very good trait to have.
This book
See?
right here, I've been reading, bro, and it's all about thinking positive, and it's crazy because your thoughts really do control your life. Like if I walk around every day thinking that I'm gonna have a bad day or thinking I can't accomplish something, then automatically my mind's gonna be like, okay, we can. But if I walk around every day thinking positive, like I can do it, then my mind's gonna start figuring out a way to make it happen. And like if anybody struggles with negative thoughts or beating themselves up, I would suggest read this book. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. I bought it for $3.50 at Half Price Books. Like, it's an amazing book. Like, make sure y'all check it out.
Shameless plug, man. So who's the author, man? Salute. Just hey, shout out the author and everything, man. Plug him in.
Yeah, the author is David Schwartz, and it's crazy. The book was originally written in the 50s, and it's like just so valid. And
that's back when people had sense.
It's timeless information. Like the information in the book will be good 120, 200 years from now. Like you can still pick up this book and gain something from it, you know?
Right.
That's the type of books I like to read, you feel me?
Those, man. Yo, you need your own TV show, something, man. Well, you got your own, forget TV. TV show. I don't even watch TV at all. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to, man. You can't. What's your plan, man? We're gonna interview you now. So when you go to a job interview, they say you gotta interview them back. Yeah. So what is your plan, man? Because I know you do music. Are you looking to be a personality? You looking to be a public figure? Like you're a super people person apparently. You know how to get people together. Like what's your goal, man? Like
honestly, man, I got a lot of stuff working right now, and really I just want to help people, man. I want to be able to help people through my online business, and I want that online business to be able to bring in like so much revenue that then I can take that revenue and go help my community. You know, like I want to build my own youth center and have it filled with cameras and studios and just let the kids just come in and, you know, get them skills. Like I want to mentor children. I want to start like programs for kids with absent fathers, and just like I just want to help. And I also want to help like the Crockpot Cartel. So that's why I just started a software company. And basically like the tools that I've had to pay $200 a month for, like the tools to, you know, run your business, build your websites, do your text marketing. I started a software company. Now I can offer all them tools to my Crockpot community for $20 a month. Like, so that's how I'm helping the Crockpot community, and not hopefully, but off of me extending that, like the money that I can make off of that, then I can in turn help my community more. And it's just like, it's just a big circle of helping people. You know, that's like a philosophy that I preach, man. It's like, if you wake up in the morning with the mindset of how can I help somebody, like how can I just help the most people that I can, help them as much as I can, just on an everyday basis, your life will just like.
People don't understand that. Like people go looking for things like money or whatever. It's like just treat the world correctly, and trust me, it'll treat you correctly back. Like there's days listen, man. The world is scary. Like I'm not the most religious person. I don't know what everybody believes in and all that. But whatever the world is that we feel, when you feel it in your gut, like we got a great understanding. And there's days I'm like, I need to really do this, and then I'll see a sign, and I'm like, I need to do this. And then later that day, something good will happen because I did what I knew I should have done. And it's like, I knew it. I don't know what it is. Some people call it God. Some people call it your gut instinct, whatever. It's just real. We all feel it. Just go with your gut. It's like, yo, treat people well, man. Treat people well, then the world will treat you well. It's like 100% fact.
Up in a certain type of poverty environment, or in the streets, being around all that, it's like all I ever knew was just take. You know, like starting as a young kid, I was stealing. You know, I was breaking in houses. I was Then I start hustling, selling drugs, finessing. Like, it's just every day I woke up like, how can I extract the most
Mm-hmm.
people from when I wake up to when I go to sleep? And it's like my life was terrible. But then once I switched my mindset from what can I take to what can I give, that's when
Yep.
that's when everything started becoming fruitful. And like now I live a wonderful life in abundance and happiness and peace and just
I'm
like my
telling you,
life,
man.
you know. And it's like you need to make that mindset switch. Like stop going into it like what can I get up out of something to what can I give? Like how can I offer value to people? Like how can I offer value to the world doing something I love? And then that right.
Hold on, big dog. We got some interaction, man. Hold on. Kid DeVille. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. Being from Newark, that's all I've ever seen. You just gotta stay solid to yourself and grind. Hell yeah. I've never been to New Jersey, but say what's up, New Jersey? I'm Baltimore. Y'all not too far. And then Curly Boy said, I haven't been doing really good mentally. And when I won the microphone, it cheered me up. Now I can go further into music because of you, Bobby. Thank you. You see what I'm saying, man? Like, yo, you're a real pillar in the community and shit, man. Like,
And like a lot of people, like back when I used to give out $100 on Friday and the microphone, people hit me up like, bro, you're crazy. How could you just give that out every Friday? I'm like, man, y'all don't understand the concept, man. Like,
right? They never will.
and
You
it's
can't
like,
teach it. It's nothing you can teach. Either you got it or you don't, man. Like it's your character. It's in your soul. It's in you. You can't
but
teach it.
at the same time, I feel like people can have like a spiritual awakening because I had to have a spiritual awakening. It didn't happen till
It's usually after something crazy bad happens. Did something bad happen?
yeah.
That's when people always that come to Jesus meeting. It's when something really fucked up happens. Every time.
For the worst.
Every time.
But all right, brother, it was good chopping it up with you, man. Go ahead and take us out. Let everybody know where to contact you, and maybe let them know what you got in store or give some words of encouragement, however you want to do it, my brother.
Oh man. All right, once again, 28 bLaK at Just Call Me 28 on Instagram. I'm working on the album. I think I'm gonna actually make an album. It's called Don't Say I Didn't Tell You. I put out 3 EPs in the last 3 months, so check everything out. You might like something. About to catch this college football in about an hour. Y'all have a good weekend. Bobby, I'm gonna catch you Tuesday. You already know. All
Brother,
love, baby.
good chopping it with you. You have a great
So, 2 cup. It's on 2, baby.
What's pumping, y'all? Y'all know we back with the interviews. So if you guys want an interview, all you gotta do, and we got you. Let's go.